Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 27 here with the Washington Nationals and Kyle Schmidt, where we are 44 and 49, which puts us second to last place, just 1.5 games out of the Miami Marlins, where we flirted with 500 here off camera, where we would get to like 44 and 45, 40 and 41. We have had a couple to be precise, injuries to Tellis and then Jacob Young in center field. Young got his average up to 268, obviously. As a partially torn labrum, it is going to be out for a couple months. Tellis might come back as catcher, so now Cabert Ruiz has been played. He's a 222, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Dylan Cruz, we brought up as our center fielder. Gets really good on the base paths, good at the outfield. Potentially could be really good at the plate. So far, he's not really demonstrated that. 2024, he had 119 at bats, hit 218. 2025, he had 293 at bats at 208. And so far in 2026, he's had 41 at bats and he has 7 hits for a 171 average. We did re-sign Littell and Beater, both re-signed for us. The owner did tell us that we are not engaging our fans enough, so that part has not improved, but he is very happy with where we're at record-wise and in terms of developing the farm system. Take a look at player development here a little bit. Dalen Lill, speed dropped from 90 to 85, defensive rating dropped from 65 to 60, and he is now down to a 2.5-star player. Luke Dickerson got a little bit better. Isaiah Suarez, a 17-year-old, got better contacted eye, but potential contact did drop. All right, so you can see how development's played around a little bit. But the real reason that we are back today, is we are we're 1 day away from the first round player draft. I don't know that we've scouted everybody we needed to, but as we're about to play game number 94, which I believe is the very first year of management for our manager, Blake Butera. Sorry, not Drew. Yep, 44 and 49. So Drew, I do think, will be coming back. Oh, wait, Blake. I call him Drew again. So this is our first year of our first player draft. And we did beat the Yankees, so we're 45 and 49. And we have the first year player draft. Again, Valnaki, third best prospect, not expected to still be around. Although somebody is, right? Because one of these guys is going to be. Ryder Helfrich is supposed to be another really good catchy prospect, although a little bit more offensive than defensive. And we are picking 11th. So one of those guys should fall to us who has a slot of $6.2 million. Unfortunately, the Braves do have the 9th pick. It's a lot of American League teams, right? You have the Braves, the Rockies, the Pirates, the Giants, in front of us. So the White Sox do take Lackey, the catcher from Georgia Tech. Not a big surprise there that he's off the board. Would have been amazing if he had been the player to fall to us, but that was always unlikely. The Rays take Roche Cholowski from UCLA. Twins take Grady Emerson from Fort Worth, so I'm guessing he's a high school player. The Giants take Justin LeBron, University of... Can't really tell. Pirates take Jackson Flores, Santa Barbara. Starting pitcher Caden Terrell goes to the Royals at 6. The Orioles take Jacob Lombard as shortstop. The Athletics take Cameron Flukie as a pitcher. The Braves take Ace Reese from Mississippi State. And the Rockies take Sawyer Strasnider from TCU, the right fielder. Honestly, I feel like the best player we have left that is that catcher, Ryder Helfrich, who we did scout. Like, he's okay defensively. He's just really not that good. Like, which is probably why he's still available, of course. But for some reason, we only have 3 players on our short list. I know we had more than that, but Bo Peterson, yeah, okay, no. Yeah, they've taken the pitchers that we thought were going to go. So we can't apparently see the mock draft. Jared Grinlinger, I mean, I just. Chandler Hart, we didn't really scout that well. Tegan Coons, how long is he out? Well, what's his injury? Torn labrum with his shoulder, 21 years old. I mean, everything could be good stuff. Move it or runs allowed, BIP or BABIP. Control, 5 pitches, stamina. Yeah, the torn labrum with his shoulder does worry me a little bit. But honestly, 2.8 million, right? We think he could be a 4-star pitcher. Like, if we're able to get him and he's able to rehab and get healthy, like he wants Derek Curiel. And here it is, Tegan Coons. Brody Brumilla, this is the guy that we thought we would actually take. 6'9", 260-pound lefty. He's 18 years old. Could have an elite fastball, curveball, a changeup. Control could be, very, very good as well. Obviously, he's not injured, so there's that. I think we'll take Tegan simply because, well, he is injured. He's a little bit older. And so, therefore, in theory, he's going to be a little bit more ready. Although Brody would also cost a little bit less. And of course, he's not injured. So I guess we'll go Brody. Well, he's a University of Texas commit. So we'll go Teagan. We will go Teagan. So we will simulate to our next pick, which is 2.5. Oh, Brody Brumilla is still available. I had kind of wondered about that. Carson Tinney strike out a little bit more than I would like, but also, he does have decent pop. But I'm actually going to go pitch it again and go for Brody here. Right? Recommended slots, 1.9 million. So with the 5th pick of the second round, we have got Brody Brumilla. Again, I'm thinking that pitching is an area that we could get better at. Okay. Trevor Condon, or Condon, we think is it a possible, prospect to try to sign, which is probably why he's still available here in the 3rd round. 18-year-old from high school. We'll take a chance. This is Brady Bollinger. He's really bad defensively. Chase Morgan, another college pitcher. He's not that good. Kazar's a high school pitcher. We've got pitching twice. I feel like we need to do some offense. Griffith's, why the heck is he? Yeah, no. We will take a chance on Trevor. All right, see what happens in terms of, he is a committed to the University of Tennessee, but we'll see what happens in terms of, potentially being able to sign him or not. Ethan Bass, an 18-year-old shortstop, really pretty good on the base pass. Can also play a little bit at short center field. Really good on the defensive side. And not a terrible batting profile. So we will go for Ethan Bass. Our 5th round pick. Aiden Ruiz, an elite defender. Not, contact might be okay. Eyes are going to be okay. Decent on the base pass. I mean, just freaking elite, defensively. Not going to give me anything at all offensively. Trenton Light, also not going to give me a lot offensively and, less defensively. Steve Solarzado, okay. Cade Lewis, another first baseman. TJ McQuillan, 19-year-old lefty, a third baseman. Not great at the base pass. Gonna strike out a lot. Yeah, I don't love that. I mean, I like the idea of McQuillan partially because he can play first and third. Potentially could be really good, at first base defensively. Not a lot of power, but decent eyes, good strikeout, but more as a bench player. So I think we will let TJ come in. So we've got center field, shortstop, third base now, after going pitch heat early. And again, Trevor, we don't expect to sign. We don't expect to sign Trevor, our third pick. I mean, obviously, would love to, but we're not expecting that. Zach York can't play defense really at all. I mean, his bat's not good enough to overcome for that fact. Tyler Albright can't hit. Tyler Albanese is not a great reliever. I mean, to be fair, we're probably not going to fight anybody who's got great. Great stuff anywhere, but Dominic Carbone, lefty, reliever, fly ball pitcher, could, BIP is not too bad. Stuff could be okay. Control, movement could get a little bit better. Home run allowed. 2 pitches could be okay. Definitely more of a reliever. So I do think we'll probably go there. Got to go back to being, pitch heat a little bit. With our 6th pick, I don't want to pick up another shortstop or, well, okay, let's see. What is Alex? Utility player. Doesn't really play any of them super great. Maddox Baloney, second base and shortstop. 21 years old, 6'2", 210. I mean, I think we'll take him. Just again to try to find another, bat. Wasn't anything special, but Contreras, 22-year-old, 6'1", 195, third baseman. Can play a little bit at second and third, so I think we'll get him. To come in now, I am very, very happy about the first two picks. I think Teagan, if he gets healthy, Brody, more of a long term, but it gives us two potentially really good starting pitchers to build around. Renfroe has great stamina. Okay. I could see that. Dori Gonzalez, it's really late in the draft. Not necessarily going to expect a lot. Second baseman will pick him up. Isaac Washburn, left fielder. We'll go ahead and draft him. Jacob Golston, 6'6", 200 pounds. We'll do one more pitcher that I think will just simulate the rest of the draft, right? Well, actually, we'll do another shortstop, Luke Williams, who could get it, but he get again. But second, third, shortstop, center field, really good on the base paths, great. Great potential there defensively. And he is also a high schooler, so that gives us a little bit of a different profile. Colston now, I believe, right? Yep, we'll take as a pitcher. And then we're just complete the rest of the draft after that point. We have 2 months for draft negotiations. Outside players will ready to the draft. Will actually get adequate replacement pick for those players. Good luck. So those are the 5 players: Coons, Bubilla, Condon, Bass, and McQuillan. 4 high school, 1 college. Again, Teagan, who is injured. He did have an elbow straight as well, so demand is $2.8 million. The slot was 6.3 essentially. He was delighted that he was drafted by our team. Negotiation should be very easy. $2.8 million. Was his demand. Now, Brody Bumilla, what's $2.2 billion? But the slot was 1.9. We will offer 2.2, so we saved basically $4 million. Well, $3.5 million. So going a little bit over there was not a big issue. Ethan Bass, right? We'll give him the offer he demands, again, saving about $500,000. McQuillan, again, we'll do the same. Just gonna beat his demand. of 150,000. And so now it's about Trevor Condon, who, is not going to hit for a lot of power, but could be a great on base guy. You can see a lead on the base pass and an elite defender. That is what we are looking for him to be. So is there any way we can sign him? All right, you are negotiating with Trevor Condon. He would need a bonus significantly above $10 million to consider signing. The recommended slot bonus was $1 million. The minimum bonus offered to get a compensatory pick is $430,000. You have set a draft budget of $11 million. Have spent $0 so far and have $5.4 million in outstanding offers. You have a budget room of $23.5 million for left for signing bonuses and contracts. What if we said $8.5 million? He wants $10 million. We're going to give him $8 million, which will put us, about $3 million over. And I mean, if he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. But I think we'll get 4 out of our top 5 signed. And then we'll be able to get a move on from there. I do kind of want to see what happens as we're 45 and 49, 46 and 49. And we have a lot of emails here. Fan voting, all-star games. We're 46 and 40. This is the home run challenge, which is really the home run derby, but O'Neill shides in winning the 2026 Major League Baseball home run challenge. He won 24-23 over Kyle Schwarber. National League defeats the American League 5-3. That All-Star game. Brody Bumilla. Okay, he was convinced to join your offer. He's joined your organization. Can be found in the DFA area or in your lowest minor league system. So yeah, you can see 1.5 stars now. We think he could be a 4-star player for us. And again, this is like when the Nationals were good there for a little while. They had Strasburg and they had Scherzer. I'm not saying that's what these two are going to be, but wow. Trevor Condon did sign, so he didn't need the $10 million. He did not need the $10 million. Okay. He signed for the 8.5. Right, who is one of our starting pitchers? Miles Mikolas, Cade Cavelli. I think honestly, what I'd probably say is We're going to let DJ go down to double A. He's got to be on the active roster or designated for assignment. Okay. I'm sure he's not going to want to go down to triple A. Yeah, can't be demoted. So Miklos, we are just going to say we're going to waive a designated for assignment. We will add 900,016,667 to our payroll. That's fine. That's fine. Because then Hertz will come up to the major league roster. And he does fit right in after Foster Griffin. And I think we will go a couple more. We'll go through the athletic series, and then that'll be it, where we wrap up today's episode. 47 and 50 down at the Nationals. Tegan Coons has joined us, and McQuillan has joined us. So again, Coons is injured, but again, could become a very, very good pitcher for us. We do get Babilla signed as well, and we got Condon signed, right? So I think our main players are all here, have all signed with us, which is great. 47 and 51 now with the Nationals. And then Ethan Bass has also joined, right? Potentially a young shortstop, again, a lead on the, above average on the base pass, very good at defensively. Has a lot of growing he can do at the plate, though. $47 and 52. And I think that's going to do it, right? Are we played the Rocky yet? We are playing the Rockies now. So, let's do one more game so we can get to actually, 100 games played even. So we'll have 62 remaining after this. We do beat the Rockies, so we're now 48 and 52, which puts us fourth in the NL East. 2.5 games out of the Marlins from last place. Wood is up to 252, 15 home runs, 46 RBIs. Abrams 269. Garcia is down to 277. Cruz is holding steady at 172. Ruiz is down to 243. Trevor Williams is off to a good start, 3-1 with a 3.72 ERA. Littell's 9-5, 3.57. Cade Cavelli 7-7 with a 4.0. When does his contract run out? After the 2027 season, so he has another year. So I do think we'll go Littell, Cavelli, and Hertz are all going to be back. After that, I'm not entirely sure what the rotation will look like. Brady Housen said he just 237, but he does have 11 home runs and 54 batted in. So I think he'll stick around young when he comes back. If he continues to play right, we'll stick around at center field. And then it'll just be catcher, DH, and second base that we kind of need to address, at least from a starting position offensively. Thank you, everybody. Take care, and I will talk to you all later.